I'm in a glass case of emotion!
Alright.
Yo, welcome back to Caughtinside. It's been a while, because I've been busy. Going to be looking at some portrait work in this little issue, some do's and don'ts, a few little examples of the commercial work I've been getting on with. My infatuation with sharks continues, and a little look at some ancient Egypt stuff amongst sketch work, ramblings, and God knows what. Before we get into my self-portrait, here is a nice loose sketch of a Aboriginal guy from a photograph, digitally pencil drawn. Loved every second of doing this. I've completely lost myself. You'll see in a second I crop the whole face in half and I move it up a smidge, because I've got a real bad habit of making noses just a little bit too long. I always have to remember to fix that, or even try not to do it before I do it. We all make mistakes, it's all good. There you go, boom. Yep, cross-hatching for my shadows, going over in dark patches, not being afraid to fill in chunks of dark colour. It's always worth just finding some nice portraiture that you like from a photograph and just giving it a try. Just scribble, just go. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. And the more you do portraiture, the more it'll teach you to treat faces like an object and to really observe where light hits, where shadows start and end, and not to worry too much about getting the likeness. It's actually just a self-portrait of me after lockdown, or me in 20 years. If I look like that, I'm going to be pretty stoked. Right, now into my self-portrait. Okay, so just starting off with some charcoal lines to sketch the key lines, my lips, my nose and my eyes, the crookedness of my nose, and all the shadows I can see under my hair, under my chin, on my cheekbones and stuff, getting them in nice and loose. I did then cover my whole canvas with red, a nice base layer. That's something I like to do. You don't have to do that at all. You can just work straight onto the white if need be. After that, I work back in straight with paint, picking up some of the key lines, obviously the lips, the nose, the eyes, and adding some darker flesh tones. I'm using purples and pinks here. I'm not using real flesh tones. I carried on moving in, more shade, more light. However, here you can see I've actually screwed up a little bit. I've made my nose a fraction too long and my eyes too small and a little bit too high up. In fact, the whole top half of my head's a bit too stretched. So I did have to walk away, look at my reference, come back to it to see where I'd gone wrong. I found it and I painted over it, and voila, I got my eyes in the right place. Even though my eyelids were still a little bit crazy, a little bit floppy, I worked into them and finally got to a place where I was happy, thought the likeness was okay, and enjoyed, you know, playing with these blue tones and these light pinks and purples. Yeah, so I'm quite happy with it. I love seeing it nice and painty as well, not too real. Last year I got approached by an agency called Wood Street Walls, and they asked me if I could create some artwork for a new beer can label. The beer was called West Coast IPA and the brewery is called Exhale. I was really stoked, and obviously I went with my first thought was, you know, surfing and you know, using my handwriting. And they were great. They just let me go for it. They gave me freedom to create what I wanted. Just really stoked it worked, and here's the video of the making of it. Hello and welcome to Caughtinside 4. Chris here from the Cunning Craftsman. It's been a while. This year's been quite a ride. I hope you're all okay and settling in. Yeah, so I've been just keeping myself busy like a lot of you will have been. Drawing, painting, working when the work is available, homeschooling and, you know, helping around the house, sweeping, all that kind of stuff. Keeping busy. If you guys are homeschooling out there, the kids, just get on with it. You know, do it early. Give your parents a break. Give your teachers a break because they're working just as hard as you. Right, Mr. Noblet? But yeah, enjoy it. It's your time. Don't stress about it. Don't worry about it. You know, just you know, learn as much as you can. Enjoy it. Draw more though. If you haven't already, you've got yourself a little drawing regime, which, you know, I haven't, you know, promoted, but you should all be having that anyway. Bit of sketching every day, maybe a little bit of a self-portrait, scribble your feet whilst you're in bed, anything, just loosen up those fingers, get drawing. It's fun, and you might even have a nice catalogue of things to show at the end of the year, at the end of the week, at the end of the month. Just do it, no harm done. And there's like 24 hours in a day. Yeah, we've all got to work, but still, 5 minutes, you can do that, right? 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I've been listening to a load of audiobooks as well throughout the last year. That's helped loads. There's been tons of optimistic and inspirational stuff I've been listening to, so I will put some references to the audiobooks I've been listening to. You know, you might enjoy them, you might not. Me and my wife don't really share the same taste of audiobook, so I know it's not for everyone. In summer, hopefully when all this is kind of settled and we can start having a little bit of normalcy, me and my wife, Donna Flowers Dawning, we are hoping to put a little exhibition together so everyone can see our artwork in the flesh, what we've been up to and whatnot. So keep an eye out for that. And I'll put a link to her work and her Instagram on at the end of the video, so make sure you check that out, because she's embarrassing me. Enjoy the rest of the video. Apologies for rambling. So yeah, we're going to a little bit of commercial work. I've really been lucky to do a bunch of jobs over the last year. The most recent one was Cobra Kai we did in Liverpool, 4 days. Probably the coldest wall I've ever painted, with frost on the walls and whatnot, but it was a really enjoyable experience. 8 portraits in 4 days. Really tricky, but really exciting. Jacob and Hixie worked with me up there, so that was really good. Also got to do a couple of gigs down in London. Obviously Pete Barber has got me on these jobs, so massive thanks to him. Yeah, big things as usual, easy peasy. Now time for a little bit of paint appreciation. got a bit into sharks last year. They're just an absolute joy to paint, a joy to watch. I've just loved painting them. They're of such a beautiful shape. By no means any of my drawings are supposed to be derogatory to sharks. I know they're a bit creepy sometimes, but I don't condone any violence towards sharks, just so you know. And that is pretty much a wrap for this issue. Still loads of stuff I want to share, but you know what, I don't want to bore you guys, and I'm quite sick of trying to edit this video. I guess if there's anything you can take away from this is just keep going, send emails, make phone calls, don't give up, keep painting. You'll find yourself in some weird predicament somehow, no doubt. It's all going to be worth it. I've been trying to enjoy every moment I can, and when I'm not working or being busy, I am just thinking, reading, or sketching. So thanks to everyone who's helped me out over this year, and to my clients in every shape or form. Here is a bunch of audio books that you should all have a look at. They've all been really helpful. Some really inspirational stuff out there, so go check it out. And here is my amazing wife, Donna Flowers Dawning. Please check out her Instagram, where the flowers grow _art, where you can see all of her amazing paintings. She is smashing it. As usual, you can find all my gear, my drawings and paintings and prints on my website, www.thecunningcraftsman.co.uk. I am there. And that's a wrap. You can all go back to your schoolwork, or your housework, or your work, or back to bed, whatever you need to do. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I shall see you on the other side. Stay safe and see you later. Bye.